Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. So in this part we are going to be doing Time in a Bottle. So a Voyager under the command of Admiral Tuvok has been chasing leads regarding a Delta Quadrant race known as the Krenim. So far he has only been able to turn up rumors and a bunch of anomalous sensor readings, but now we found a Ferengi selling what he claims are Krenim artifacts. You are authorized to negotiate with the Ferengi and obtain these artifacts and follow the trail it provides to where it leads.
We have a lead on the Krenim. Voyager went to Krenim space looking for them a few months ago, but didn't find much more than a Vaadwaur and some anomalous sensor readings. But now, we found a Ferengi selling what he claims are Krenim artifacts. You are authorized to negotiate with the Ferengi and obtain these artifacts. Follow the trail where it leads. We need a weapon against the Iconians, and the Vaadwaur have gone to a great deal of trouble to keep whatever secrets the Krenim have out of our hands.
Okay. Accept, and just transwarp over there. Okay, we gotta go to Drozana, apparently.
Welcome to Drozana. You're cleared for docking.
Okay, take the turbo lift to Quen's office. Sir, Facilitator Quen has rented space at this station for his private sales meeting. We aren't sure what the object he is selling is yet, but the rumors are that it's a technological device of some sort. The price Quen is asking for is significant. You could buy a moon for this much latinum. Starfleet Command reports that additional assistance is en route, but we should go ahead and make an attempt to obtain the device. Understood. Let's talk to the receptionist.
May I help you? Oh, wait, you must be. I'm sorry, but the business facilitator is busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
We had an appointment.
Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact and cannot be disturbed.
Doesn't Quen want to hear an offer from the combined financial resources of Starfleet, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic?
Maybe. Let's see. It was something. Krenim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vaadwaur wiped out are particularly valuable. Quen's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
I know you're just doing your job, but it is very important that we get that artifact, please.
I'm sorry, but my instructions were very clear.
There must be something we can do for you in exchange.
Well, I'm sorry, but I need this job. I'm trying to save up enough for a ticket off this station.
I'll arrange for transportation for you to anywhere you'd like, free of charge.
You can? What am I saying? You have a starship, of course you can. Go on ahead. Quen and the other buyer are in the cargo bay, but you better hurry. They were trying to get the deal finalized before you could stop them. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting us pass. My crew will make arrangements for you. Okay, and run over here. Let's talk to business facilitator Quen.
Not so fast. The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counterbid?
I'll make it worth your time to deal exclusively with me.
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quinn. Now what do I see? Starfleet stooges here to cause trouble. Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
It's weird if Quinn told you there were no other buyers, mostly because that doesn't make sense for trying to maximize your profit. You should say that there are other buyers that in theory would make Oglo more inclined to pay more if he really wants the item the item in question. I'm not leaving without the device. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I already killed all the Noskin guards. Nope, there were some more somewhere back there. Waiting for the fight to start, I guess. Okay, confronts Quinn.
Fine, I'll add what I was going to pay those guards to my offer.
Hold it! I am Nog, son of Grand Nagus Ron. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the liquidators about your poor business practice.
Well, I'm sure we can come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now, kiss the staff. Get out! Not you, Quinn.
Here's my best offer. How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave. Everyone's happy.
Not so fast, Quinn.
No? Fine. How about I answer your questions, and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of latinum. Time is a very valuable commodity.
What do you know about the relic?
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium. Constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work. But it's, odd. Definitely odd.
What happened to the Krenim?
The Vatlar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in a couple of wars, but overall they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vatlar started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Where did you get the device?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony there, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire.
Gone? The Vatlar destroyed them?
The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Anything else?
As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But don't let this get around. It would ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding may have malfunctioned, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds.
What kind of unusual energy readings?
Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comet cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Go, and stay out of trouble. So, how'd you do that, Nog?
Don't let the staff of office and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections. But in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve a problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
Thanks for the assist. It didn't look like Oglo was going to let us purchase this Krenim artifact while he was still in the room.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vaadwaur purchase. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Agreed. Now, what should we do about the force field?
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the platinum we paid for. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
You're the son of the Grand Nagus.
It's true. My father is Grand Nagus Rom. I don't normally have much to do with his business dealings, but in this instance, a little show seemed to be the best way to solve our problem.
How did you end up in Starfleet?
I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my uncle Quark. That was back before my dad became the Nagus. He was just a maintenance tech. Like my father, I preferred engineering to business. Captain Sisko helped me get into the academy, the first Ferengi ever to join Starfleet. Then my Grand Mogi started seeing Grand Nagus Zek, and there were a lot of changes on Ferenginar. When Zek decided to retire, he thought my dad would be the right person to see them through.
I see.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for... Quinn left without taking down his security. I don't mind telling you a bit about myself at all. I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my uncle Quark. That was back before my dad became the Nagus. He was just a maintenance tech. Like my father, I preferred engineering to business.
Get a little bit of a repeat.
Captain Sisko helped me get into the academy, the first Ferengi ever to join Starfleet. I fought in the Dominion War, which is an experience I never want to repeat. And I spent some time on exploration ships. Then it was back to DS9 for a while, off to Utopia Planitia to work with the SCE, and finally taking command of the Chimera. Now I get to see the technology I helped develop at work in the field.
A long and interesting career, Captain. Glad to meet you.
Interesting. Quinn left without taking... I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there.
Okay, let's go ahead and overload them then.
Now that the power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement.
Right, I'll overload the controls next.
The controls are... Yes! Over here by the artifact. Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this.
Now, let's investigate the device.
The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before. I think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons. A lot of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting.
The last thing we need is a visit from Temporal Investigations.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. But now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find what remains of the Krenim. if there's anything left to find.
Understood. See you in the Delta Quadrant.
I've explored many places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more.
Okay, perhaps we can find something here that can explain it.
Voyager's preliminary scans of the system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
Maybe the planet is the source of the asteroids? We're also picking up some wreckage.
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vodwar. Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system.
Agreed. Set a course for the wreckage around that asteroid.
Keep an eye out for Vodwar. They're still patrolling this area.
Yes, you just mentioned that. And his ship is gonna take a little bit to get going. Mostly because the AI, when it's set to follow you, it's set to keep a certain distance from you, and so until you well exceed that distance, it doesn't actually start moving.
If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found.
That might be a decent bet. Let's scan the wreckage.
Heads up! Vodwar on an intercept course.
And there goes the Vodwar. Okay, let's scan the wreckage again, because I guess we weren't able to actually finish scanning it last time.
The wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vodwar. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vodwar went out of their way to target them. Let's move. There might be more ships in range.
Okay, let's go ahead and check it out. Let's approach the
There are
moon.
more Vodwar on the intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal our energy signatures. Vodwar sensors aren't as good as ours. Most of their technological advantage appears to be directed toward making better weapons. So it should work, as long as we don't attract their attention before we get out of their path.
Good idea. Let's try using the asteroids as cover.
Harold! They must be looking for that Vodwar patrol. I don't think those heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way.
Why would they be looking for the Vodwar patrol? Aren't they supposed to be effectively working together? At least to some degree? Scan the moon.
Herald's inbound!
Of course.
The Vodwar must have gotten a signal out. Ship is
the EMP. And Nog is somewhere back there. Thanks for showing up to the party. A little late, but nonetheless he showed up.
There was something about the Krenim that was such a threat to the Vodwar and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If we can find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep trying to learn more about it.
Agreed. My team will meet you there.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles. I've never known chronotrons to appear naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on, but there's nothing here. I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional scans.
Agreed. There is something here. We just need to find it.
Exactly. But we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be missed soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive.
Agreed. Pick the areas for the scan and let's get going.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy.
Okay, don't know why I suddenly started trying to scan it as soon as I approached.
It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux. I need to get some scans. There's something going on.
Well, that's what we're doing already.
There are more mineral deposits over there. There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural.
We got an anomaly, it
I'm
looks
reading
like.
another anomaly ahead.
Oh god, this one's gonna actually make me play a game. Yeah. Damn it.
These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same.
Let's scan the last strange mineral formation.
The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole.
Captain, heralds have landed and are approaching your position. Fall back, Odin. We'll deal with the heralds around here. Or the heralds already here.
There, behind those rocks.
Don't see anyone. Yeah, you just keep on running ahead, Nog. I'll go to a more defensible location.
Hurry, they'll be here any moment. This area looks defensible. Get ready. I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
I know you can get it to work, but hurry. And heralds incoming in 2,
Here they come.
1. Don't know what's with the long delay between the thralls jumping around and me being able to actually shoot them. It's actually slightly annoying.
More reinforcements inbound.
Okay, we got a defiler coming in. I'm gonna bring in some security escorts to hopefully help fight this dude. Although it looks like they're not exactly gonna. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we'll just do a respawn because that guy ain't gonna make it. I mean, Jesus Christ, what the hell was that? They were able to. I didn't realize defilers were allowed to make this charge that practically one-shots you. Because I've literally never seen them make a charge before. So that's news to me that they're apparently able to do that. Okay, let's deal with these constructs. Oh shit. Trust, come get me up. There we go.
Almost there. Just one more connection and that should...
Nog? Final wave. Okay, there's no defiler in this wave, luckily. I'm being shot in the back. Oh, I guess they were hitting me. It was hitting our Kabali friend here and then bouncing back to hit me again, I guess. Let's move up the ridge. Okay, these guys just did not move. They spawned here and said, nah, we're gonna hang back. What are you guys shooting at? Oh, I didn't realize there was some more. Thought we got them all. Apparently not. Damn it, Finn, you're not supposed to go down. And being ambushed. Okay, back off, Thrall. Down here and around the corner, I guess. Yeah, it looks like it. Technically, we're not falling back because we're not going back in the direction we came. I guess in theory I could have just sat behind the rocks and hoped that they didn't attack me for roughly 35 seconds. Oh Jesus Christ, so much fire. What? Captain Nog?
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time. Some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the Heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
And not existing as an improvement?
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenomar, they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
Let's talk to the Krenom.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds. This does not, however, assure me that you will be allies to my people. The Krenom have lost much. Our empire is gone, and our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
What can we do to prove ourselves?
You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by Heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
How can we assist you?
More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
Understood. Okay, let's talk to the engineer over here first.
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we use to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
Who invented this technology?
The temporal technology was developed by a scientist named Anarax. He's still a mystery, even to us. We know he was a ship commander in the Imperium fleet and a genius in temporal mechanics, and that he started work on his inventions in the late 22nd century after our war with the Rilnar. Perhaps he saw temporal manipulation as a way to change our fortunes. We know he was working towards weaponizing his designs, and I can tell from what little I've seen that it is possible. But full access to his data is restricted, so I don't know the full capabilities of his work.
He sounds like a brilliant, troubled man. Now, what did you need help with?
Your fight overloaded some...
I'll do what I can. Align capacitors. Let me guess. Minigame?
Okay, now it's starting to look like something.
Set over here to whoever this person is. It's another engineer. What did they need help with?
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
Can I ask you something? For an Imperium, the Krenom don't seem to have a lot of resources.
The Imperium was at its peak in the mid-22nd century. At that time, it controlled more than 900 planets, and our territory spread across more than 5,000 parsecs. Then came the Rilnar, and the Zal, and the Garanor, the Mawasi, and the Nahydron. Our wars chipped away at us, carving one planet after another away from the Imperium. There were only 27 planets left when the Vaadwaur came. Now, almost everyone on those worlds is gone too.
I understand. Now, what did you need help with?
The temporal
And another minigame. Okay, well, presumably you disconnect the buffer. Okay. Okay, realign the matrix crystals. Then disconnect the buffer. Then reconnect. Wonderful.
Good. with the next location on your tricorder.
I mean, technically I already had the next location on my tricorder. Seems a little weird to me that I would realign and then disconnect and reconnect. It just seems like you would disconnect. Well, no, I guess it depends on exactly how that system works. And on exactly what the issue is.
Hold this. No, hold it right next to the bracket. Or the spanner won't... There. Got it, thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic. Maybe there are some microfractures. If we can find and repair those, this should hold out until I can fabricate a new unit.
Can I ask you about this technology? Why are you having so many problems with it?
Anorax's original designs are for a temporal field that's big enough for a ship, sizable but finite. We've adapted the tech to cover much larger areas, but that makes the field more unstable, and we had to get everything operational before the Vadwar found us. So we cut some corners. A lot of corners. We're making updates and repairs as fast as we can, but we can't afford a failure. This tech is the only thing keeping us alive.
I understand. Now, what did you need help with?
Hold this.
Okay, let's fix it. Okay, scan for microfractures, formulate the epoxy, and prepare them.
That should do it.
Wonderful. Now let's go and run back to the leader and tell him that we have assisted 3 of his engineers and fixed some problems that they were having.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
How?
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway.
What?
The repairs should be enough.
I beg mercy, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet. And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
We shall rend our worlds asunder. Still one less blood until it fills the oceans. It is time to strike.
I understand you want vengeance, but we must not act in haste.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one. The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
Interesting.
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front They had no idea we were here. We were completely safe.
You're right. This could be what we need.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways.
You're talking about advanced temporal theory.
My people and I have made Anorax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could recreate that vessel.
What vessel?
Anorax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward, the Krenim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would, until the Vaadwaur.
The Vaadwaur destroyed all the Krenim colonies in this area.
The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vaadwaur came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vaadwaur arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anorax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vaadwaur threat before it even began.
Why haven't you done so already?
The Vaadwaur's assault on the Imperium took too much from us. Now we possess Anorax's work, but not the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the designs. You have the manpower and the materials. Perhaps your governments would be interested in mutual cooperation. Allow us a chance to undo what the Vaadwaur did, and we will give you something that will erase your enemies from time itself.
A generous offer, but it is one we would need to consider carefully. Do you want to risk all you have left on a chance for success?
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
We need to take this back to the Alliance.
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ship. But this is huge. A whole Krenim colony that survived the Vaadwaur? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians can't counter? A weaponized time ship that can erase entire civilizations like they never existed? This could change the entire war. We could have a chance now.
Odin, we're ready to beam up. Sir, is that what happened? We've been scanning for you, but you just disappeared. We've been hiding in the debris to stay away from the Herald ships, and then... Sir, you're not going to believe this. There's a planet here now, an entire planet. Did you find something down there? Something that could conceal an entire planet. Looking forward to hearing what happened, Captain. But we're glad you're back. We found the Krenim. I'll explain as soon as we're back on board.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct in thinking the Alliance would be interested in investigating such a thing. Personally, I approve of anything the Iconians might fear. Comply!
I don't really care for any of these. Okay, well, that is going to be it for this part. I will see you all next time, where we'll be doing Broken Circle. But until then, a goodbye and farewell.